Just 1 hour.
Please. Thank you.
Okay. So now let me go and repeat myself in daily. You see, this let me delete all this line. You see, when you put this zigzag, I talked about zigzags a lot last week. When you put this zigzag, it allows you to be able to measure which direction the market is going. In this picture we are seeing, if you look at this zigzag, this higher high, higher low, higher low, higher low. So that means the market is what is sloping down. That means market is selling. But you know, there will be a point in this selling direction that market will need to reverse and become buying. So we want to measure this, all these things, and to know that which direction the market is going, and that direction the market is going is what you call trend. That is market trend, and we need to learn how to follow those market trends. It will make us to be more profitable. So now, but if you look at our signal, this our indicator signal tells us that this market is going to be buying. Okay, this market is going to be buying, and if you look at the price, it's still here. I think let me remove this line. This line I drew here. Okay, it's still here. So we are anticipating that this market is still pushing up. I traded this account last week, which I make some little dollars from it, because I started from after support. I started from after support. Okay, but there's time for everything you want to do. So there's no late time in trading. If you don't trade today, you trade tomorrow. What the most important thing is you should get what we are telling you. So now the market is downtrend, fine, in daily, but we saw the signal here that is telling us that we have to, the market is going to push up, okay? Then if you look at below the market here, we have what we call support, which is the demand zone. And we know that in demand zone, it stands as a barrier for market to sell. Okay, so now let's go to 4 hours and see what is happening here. If you see 4 hours, 4 hours too is telling us something like, okay, the market is sloping. When market slope, it confirms that the market is trading. Okay, so now what do we see here? The last signal here is selling, and we saw a barrier here that is telling us that this is the barrier. Let me just show you. I call it barrier because it prevents markets to keep on selling. That is our demand zone. That is our support level. So, and the market reverse here. So now, let me tell you, any time frame you want to trade, always react on these support and resistance. It's very, very important, because it will make you have most winning trade, or almost every time. And what else are you going to be looking for? I'm going to tell you. So let's go to 1 hour. If you come to 1 hour, we see more clarity, and you can see that the market is showing that sloping again, you know, that market is going down. But if you look at here, market has broken this resistance level. I mean, the trend line that I drew now, which is here, somewhere here, where my mouse is, you can see that price has shoot up of it. So there are opportunity to buy here, to keep on buying here. There are opportunity. So, but let's go to 30 minutes. Now, 30 minutes told us that, okay, the price doesn't look great here, because if you look at let me show us. If you look at the price here, it has hit the barrier here, which is our supply level, which is a supply zone, which is our resistance level in 30 minutes. Okay, so 30 minutes is telling us that this market is going to push down. Now, let's go to 15 minutes. 15 minutes is almost saying the same thing, because if you look at where 30 minutes is, price is going towards that direction as well. So now, why it's so difficult for most traders is that if you look at all this analysis we did, you will see that it's going to be difficult for you to see a perfect time. And we need that perfect time. So now, what you are going to do is you look at higher time frame and you go and hide yourself at lower time frame to enter the direction that your higher time frame predicted for you. Is what did you understand my comment? Did you understand my comment, one or two people?
No.
You know, okay. What I'm saying is from daily to 15 minutes now, you can see that there's no perfect condition. Look at it here. It's telling us, our signal tells us it's buying, but in daily, price is still under selling direction. Now, when we move to 4 hours, price is under sell direction, but if you look at it here, you will see that there's a barrier. You can see that daily chart and 4-hour chart are confusing now. So now, when we go to 1 hour, just listen properly. 1 hour, market is telling us that it's selling direction, but the price has broken here. The price has broken that selling direction. Can you see now that 1 hour, 4 hours daily, they didn't say the same thing, but 1 hour and 4 hours said almost the same thing, that the market is still selling, but there's a barrier below. Look at it here. That there's a barrier below, but if you look at the last signal, 4 hours is selling. But this barrier makes price to do what? To be shooting up. Let me remove this line so that you get the clear picture. I want to remove all these lines because I don't like my screen to be clumsy so that you can see clean picture. Now, this is 4 hours. Look at what 4 hours say. The signal coming out is selling, but look at the barrier here and look at the price. The price is reacting to this support zone, support level, and the price is going up. So this selling is not validated again because there's something that is preventing that market to sell. Okay, but if you look at daily is already giving us buying, and we want to see if we can follow this buying on the daily. But in H4, which is 4 hours, you can see that it's reacting towards buying. Now, when you go to 1 hour, 1 hour is buying and it's giving us good shape. And I'm going to show you us, that's what I'm going to show us today. What are we going to be looking for? See, you may not trade from daily to 15 minutes. So those are the things I'm going to break down for you today. But there's some pattern, market price action that you need to be looking for on each level you want to trade with. Okay, let's go to 30 minutes. Look at 30 minutes. 30 minutes is telling us that there's a barrier here. Market has respected what daily said, daily time frame said, that market is rebuying. Market bought up to this level, but there's a barrier here. And this barrier is going to give us caution that maybe market is going to go down. Let's go to 15 minutes. 15 minutes is telling us almost the same thing. 15 minutes has respected buying direction on daily, and it has moved up to this level, trying to hit the barrier here. Okay, so I won't do more than 15 minutes. Let's leave it from 15 minutes. Okay, so if you look at what we are going to do now, look at our dashboard. Daily buying, 4 hours buying, 30 minutes buying, 50 minutes buying, 5 minutes buying direction, 9 minutes buying direction. So what you can do is you can pick one higher time frame and one lower time frame to make your decision. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by this. If we make, okay, let's say we say, okay, we want to choose 1 hour direction, and 1 hour is telling us to buy, good. What are the things that we see? What are the price action do we see? If you look at here, last week I told people that attended my class about double bottom. If you look at in 1 hour, there's what we call double bottom here. Double bottom is a price action that tells us that market will go up. Double bottom. I'm putting something there for you to get it right. Sorry. And you will see how I make my decision now. If you pick, sorry, insert, shape, this. You can see double bottom. And whenever you see double bottom, what is it implies? After double bottom, market will shoot up. And you can see that market respected this here. It respected it in 1 hour. So now we can choose only 1 hour time frame and 15 minutes time frame to make our decision, to follow direction that, okay, 1 hour, we have double bottom in 1 hour, and it's telling us that market is going to be buying. Then I'm going to be on 15 minutes or through, I want to be buying. I want to be buying on 15 minutes to support this higher time frame. I don't normally use 30 minutes. If I use 1 hour, I'm going to use 15 minutes to be looking for buying opportunity. And let me show you again. If you look at 30 minutes here, 15 minutes here again, you can see that though that one has gone, we don't need to do anything about it. You can see that we have the same pattern, double bottom here, and immediately you see the double bottom, and it reacts on this supply and demand level. What did you see? Market started going on. So I will start showing us all those things now that can make you now decide to follow where to follow. And look at here. This is double top. When you see double top and it reacted on supply level, which is your resistance zone, when you see it like this, you can see that this is a double top. And what happened? Price started going down. And your stop loss will be above this resistance. And immediately this double top took place. Look at it. What happened? Market started going down. So if you are on 1 hour and you see this double top as well, you can go to 15 minutes and go and look at where is double top. Is 15 minutes form another double top. And this reaction must be towards the supply and demand level. So you get what we call it, clean entrance signal to enter the market. So now that is what I want to say. So in summary, we analyzed day 1, 4 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. But now we now streamline everything down to 1 hour. Okay, we streamline everything to 1 hour. Then we're using 15 minutes to enter, so that we don't deal with a lot of time frame. We don't get confused. We just want to know, okay, where is time frame? Where is the direction the market is going there? Then let me go to the next lower time frame to it, and let me look at analysis. Now let me go to daily. For example, if you want to use daily time frame to see where the market is going on daily, then you must come to 4 hours to look for opportunity to follow what daily time frame said. Let me come to daily, and we say, okay, daily said market is going up. Okay, it's going up. You can see it here. It has already made reaction there on the demand zone, which is our support. Now, what do we want to do? We are going to 4 hours to look for opportunity to do what? To buy. And look at it here. You see, you can see that this has reacted here. And where is it going? It is going to buy. Though we don't see double bottom, here, but we don't see double bottom, but the price reaction on demand, on demand zone is enough for us to say, okay, let me give it a shot. Let me buy here. Now, if I'm going to use 4 hours to determine the direction of my trade, okay, let's say I'm using this to determine that, okay, I want to buy in the market. Where will I take the decision? Can somebody tell me where I'm going to look for entry point? Someone in the class? Somebody? Where am I going to take my entry point? Where am I going to go to take my entry point? Are people in the group? Yeah, people are there. Are you not hearing me? Unmute yourself and tell me, where do you think I will take a decision now? Everybody cannot be quiet. Somebody to just talk. Refuel.
Okay, we're not sure, Ola. It's a question that I wanted to ask, because you've shown us how to do the stop loss. So I wasn't sure where to actually enter.
Okay, good. Thank you, Ayanda. I prefer you talking than to keep quiet. Now, everybody is not sure, okay? I will repeat myself. Now, in 4 hours, anytime I come to 4 hours to do my analysis, I'm going to look for entry points in 1 hour. That's what I'm saying, that when you look for 1 hour, higher time frame to do your entry point, to look for price reaction, I will go to the next lower time frame to be looking for opportunity to enter towards that direction. So I will say it again. Now, in 4 hours, I saw that market is pulling up. Then I will go to 1 hour to go and look for where I can enter this market. So 4 hours have already shown me that, okay, there's a strong support here. So market is turning up, is going up, okay? So I will go and look at it, okay, it's going up, but where am I going to enter this trade? I will go to 1 hour, because 1 hour is the next lower time frame to 4 hours. So, and I will look for opportunity to trade here, okay? If Zoom trip us off, please go back to the group. I'll put another link there so that we continue our class. So now, but if you look at this, we have issues of price. Price action is what I'm going to be lay emphasis on from now on. What is the issue we have here? The issue we have here is that though we don't see support and resistance here, but if you look at here, here, you can see that market is ranging. So there's difficulty for market to break this level. There's difficulty for market to break this level. And if you look at how market is reacting, it's difficult for it to break here. So you have to be patient at this level. You see, you have to be patient that can market break this? If it can't break it, don't enter the market. So we have to be patient for market to break this barrier, then we can follow up. And if you look at the same thing on 4 hours, look at it here. You see the picture of what I did in 4 hours, in 1 hour, that there's a barrier here. You can see price is struggling to push up here. So we want this place to be broken before we say, okay, let's buy. Okay, now let's now go to 1 hour. If you want to use your 1 hour as your highest time frame, what is your 1 hour saying? Your 1 hour says, let me minimize this. Your 1 hour tells us that market is going to be pushing up, and we saw two bottom long ago. So which is a proof to us that this market might push up, which it has pushed, because if you look at it from here to here, it's a long money that has gone. Let's come here, look at price here. This has done 79 pips already. Okay, but there's a barrier here. Okay, when there's a barrier here, there's possibility that this market will not break here. It will push down. So if we use our 1 hour as our analyzing this time frame, we are going to use 15 minutes to look for opportunity to enter the trade. So now in 15 minutes, here is where we are going to state that, okay, let's see, we want to enter the trade here. But remember what I said. Look at the same thing I drew in 1 hour. You can see that it's here. So this place is very important. It must be broken. And for it to be broken, it's going to take grace of God. Let me show you something. Let's go to 5 minutes. Don't take 5 minutes as serious, because I don't want you to go to noisy time frame. But if you look at it here, you can see that there's a barrier, a lot of barrier here. Can you see? I just tried to let you see the picture of lower time frame completely. So it might be difficult for markets to break here. It must be difficult for market to break it. So eventually, this market might calm down, might be selling. So now in 15 minutes, we use 1 hour to do our analysis. What did we do here? We do our analysis that, okay, market is buying, but we have barrier here, because we can see that previously markets are always turned back here in 1 hour. Markets are always turning back here. So because markets are always turning back here, now let's go and look at 15 minutes is where we are going to trigger our trade. But something must happen in 15 minutes. If 15 minutes turns to be selling, we're going to go sell. We are going to be selling in 15 minutes. If 15 minutes go sell, because already we use 1 hour to look for where the market is going. And it's telling us that market is going up, but there's a barrier here. And this barrier, it can lead for this market to turn back to be selling. So we have already done our analysis there that, okay, what is price action saying here? Price action is saying 1, 2, 3. Now, let me remove indicators here to show us something, because I don't want us to get confused. My trading is very easy. It's very, very easy if we know what we are doing. You see, I remove that completely. So let me open another plain chart for pounds USD, because I want you to get it right. I just want you to get it right. I can't afford not to let you get it right. Let me change all this to what I normally use, not we. So bar up, green, bar down, red, bullish candle, green, bearish candle, red. And I want to make my background black. I want to make my foreground to be white. Okay, so that is that. Then I want to come to common. I want to remove separate. I don't want separator. I don't want grid. What again I don't want? Okay, let me say it's okay. Then we have something like this. I want to remove this, right click on it and delete this indicator, make it a little bit bigger. So we can trade like this. I won't lie to you. You can trade like this. This pure price action. We want to read the market directly. Now, let us put only one thing there that will make us see where the direction is going. Now, let me come here, insert indicator, custom, and we pick zigzag line. Let's change it to white because our background is black, and let's make it a bit thicker so we can see it clearly. So you see, this one will help us to see where the markets are reacting. You see, it will make us see where the markets are reacting, and to make us see double top. So now the only thing I will add here now is, let me add one indicator that is very important to us, which is our supply and demand. Let me off here to be false. Let me do this one too to be false. I don't want to see, okay, it's good like this. You see what, that is very clean. We don't have any distraction, everything is clean, okay, let's leave it like that. So now, if we go to 4 hours, see what you are seeing 4 hours, it's clean. We have a clean chart, okay, it's fine. But we see that there's in the daily, we see that market is going down, the trend is down, but the market is pulling up here, okay? In daily, we anticipate that market is pulling up here. So now we can manually draw our line where prices are reacting. We can manually draw these lines where prices are reacting. You can see prices are reacting here. In these places, they are reacting. So if you go to 4 hours, what do we see in 4 hours? 4 hours is showing us that here, there's a barrier, market cannot sell, okay? But market is pulling up here. So if we want to start trading if we want to start trading daily, where do we go to look for opportunity to enter the market? The next place is 4 hours, which is the next lower time frame to daily. Now, if you want to do your analysis on 4 hours, where do you go and stay to look for opportunity? 1 hour is the next lower time frame to 4 hours. So we are going to be looking for buying and selling opportunity where? Here. Okay? So if you want to analyze your market on 1 hour, okay, We are analyzing the market in 1 hour that, okay, market is pulling up. There could be buying opportunity here. And where do you go and stay to look for opportunity to enter the market? You are going to go to 15 minutes. I've make it in a way you have to understand it now. So let me ask you again. Do you understand what I'm explaining now? Because I don't want the chart to scare you. I make the chart so clean, but now telling you where to analyze the market, where to go to be looking for opportunity to buy and sell. Is it clear to every one of us now?
Yes, it is.
Good. That means, Ayanda, if you want to choose 1 hour to analyze your market, you come to 1 hour, you look at it that, okay, this is support, market has reacted on it, it has going back up. But if you look at here, insert shape, let's put triangle here. If you look at here, what happened here? Market is struggling here. So there's a possibility that market will turn back here. You see, there's a possibility that market will turn, because if you look at all this price action here, it's difficult for market to break this barrier. So there's a possibility for market